Do you have a visa? Don't worry. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. What's it to you? You? And just how do you intend to do that? Those words will be your last.
What have you brought me?
Do you have a visa yet? I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it.
Her prices are well above the market's average. Always sell high. You would make an excellent droid.
So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able to get a hold of my contacts from the palace without it. Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting them. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in ISIS anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this. Come back when you're ready. Better yet, call. So you still like a... Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Baklo is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. No, I survived the war. If only just. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with her was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an explanation.
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men! And watch your aim! Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
Palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What? What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her! I won't let Kavar escape!
So many organics present. Collateral damage is very likely in this battle.
Stop the fighting! Stop! Sergeant, take care of the witnesses. I'm sorry we had to do that. Appearances have to be maintained, and I'm afraid we don't have much time. You've helped out General Vaklu, and he understands how to show gratitude. We have allies, terrible allies. They want you dead. However, the General believes you could ultimately be an even greater ally. But we have to maintain appearances. Do you understand? I meant no offense. I am sorry. You helped Ander with something that has been a serious problem for us. The General believes you have already been a more faithful ally than our current ones. I assume you want to know more about our ally. There is little we know about him, or her, even. It's a Sith Lord. No idea of the name. Frankly, we had no idea who we were dealing with at first, and by the time we did, it was too late. The General believes we can make a new alliance that will be in both of our interests. Vaklu wants to control all of Onderon, and perhaps more down the road. The Republic's time is nearly over, and strong men like him will rule the age to come. You have shown that you are strong too, and he feels it inevitable that you become a force to be reckoned with. We'd like to ask your assistance in dealing with our ally, the Sith Lord. We have much to offer in return. Eventually, we will attack Queen Talia's palace. Isis is an ancient city filled with artifacts from our darker past. Some of those might be especially useful to you. Besides, the Sith Lord wants you dead, and an enemy of our enemy. For now, it's simple. We have to act like you're our enemy. When you leave this cantina, my men have orders to kill you. There is no way they could possibly stand up to you. But they don't know that. Leave Isis, and don't come back until we send a message for you. If the payment I've offered you is insufficient, I assure you General Vaklu himself can offer you a satisfactory deal. You must make a choice. Will you support us or the Queen?
Vaclu is a political animal, but he has never backed out of a deal. The Sith must have changed their arrangement substantially for him to consider betraying them. You can trust his offer. He's far more capable than Queen Talia is. I think allying with him is the best course. Credibility is important in Onderon politics. If he betrayed you and betrayed the Sith, his reign would be a short one.
Excellent. You won't regret this decision. We will contact you. Like I told you, the men outside will try to kill you. We will talk later.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently. You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with Command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ. You know what to do. Let's do it! Get her! The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
Those damn turrets are going crazy.
You must be the best swoop biker alive. I'd ask.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? This terminal is restricted to military personnel only. Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned. We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Dantooine to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. Mandalore leads all of the Mandalorian people, not just a single clan. In order to revive our people, the clans must be reassembled under me. They could be anywhere. You seem a magnet for trouble. Mandalorians are too. I have a feeling that if we travel together, it would work to our mutual advantage. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
I want to have a word with you. I wanted to make sure that we have some things clear. Right now, we both seek the same goals. Whatever our reasons may be, the Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. To survive, I'll help you. But as Mandalore, I have another duty. The unification of the clans. After our defeat at Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim, many taking up work as mercenaries, or worse. But they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you, don't get in my way. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross me, and I might have to reevaluate our arrangement. Of course it's a threat. Get in my way, it'll be something more. After the Sith are dealt with, you can turn your attention to us. Or maybe we can forge an alliance of our own. Our next battle need not be fought against your Republic. Consider what I've said. Now, is there something else you needed?
I don't think you'll be able to return to Isis anytime soon. General Vaklu has a great deal of power. Even a Jedi couldn't defeat an entire army alone. I heard you defeated a Zakek. I did well in the battle before you left. Sorry to see.
I hear you handled Isis adequately. Mandalore has left me in charge until he has finished his journey to reunite the clans. If there is any change planet side, I'll send you a message.
Mandalore will gather the scattered clans. We will triumph.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there. Follow me.
Command, you will talk. Defiant statement. There is nothing you can do to me. Do your worst. Agonized exclamation. My photoreceptors! My photoreceptors! Statement. I shall up the charge of your circuits next time. Now, answer the question. Posturing statement. I will never talk. Statement. Then I will have to settle for your screams.
That is one sick
Statement. My prisoner has revealed something of interest. Allow me to share it with you. Statement. The facility that is creating these cruder, unsophisticated versions of me is located on Telos. I propose we go there and turn it into a smoldering crater.
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer. Indeed, I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meatbag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation. Our encounters with my copies has convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection. Nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction. You must understand, my previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant. disclosure. After all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality. Now, if you want me to see if I can upgrade your functionality, just let me get to work on you.
Answer. In that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts. Analysis. My self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Commentary. I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
I don't need compliments from a murderer.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Fine by me.
My life. I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me. I understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me. My life for yours. I will answer what I...
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master? Statement. Excellent. No doubt one of your allies has turned. I certainly hope. Query. Is there someone that you need... Statement. Statement. Ah, yeah.
General, what is it? Traveling with the Mandalorians. It brings back too many memories. Don't worry about me. I won't cause any problems. But if Mandalore steps out of line, I'll put him out the airlock. You're too trusting, General. Was there something you wanted me for? Sorry, General, I'm flat out. Something else? Yes, General? Sorry, General.
Nice ship you have here. Where did you get it? I see. Well, you were lucky to get it then. This is a fast ship. Well made. I'll bet she'd have some stories to tell. Now, was there something else you needed? The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead. Only Revan was worthy of
Yes. No.
Yes. Very well. Ah, there are places in the galaxy, strong in the Force, light, dark. They are born in places teeming with life, and in places that are filled with death. Worlds whose surfaces are graveyards, whose screams echo through the Force. It is possible for war, for men to give birth to such places, to leave wounds on the galaxy itself. What you heard was the echo of the past, and it travels still. Of course, that is the nature of echoes. And when there is a wound in the Force, it rarely leaves the life around it untouched. The answer will come to you in time. It must. When there is nothing more that you may learn from me, when the ruins of your past have been cleared away and I am no more, then you shall know what it is. And if you do not, then the galaxy shall die, and all my hopes for you will have been for nothing. Ask. Yes? Very well.
Something up?
All right, I'm game. Got it.
Something up?
All right. All right.
Something up?
All right. All right.
Something up?
All right.
Yes. There is.
I think Tarn has finally cracked, running around like a madman, raving that he was being chased by a Jedi.
Oh, Tarn is an idiot, to be sure. But he seemed genuinely frightened, and perhaps he did see something.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will. Yes, I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess we won. Couldn't tell here, though. Feels like we've been forsaken by the Republic. The war was very unkind to Dantooine. That hidden enclave cost us a great deal. A great deal. Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare. A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits. It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a Gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late. I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind they favor the salvagers. My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that. A lot of farming equipment. I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. These war trophies are advanced weapons that some of the Sith troopers had. Heavy ordnance, which wouldn't be much good for defending my home. I might be able to offer more if you take care of the problem, though. Can you help me out? That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? Depending on how greedy you are, we might have some work for you. Before that, though, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters? You could pick worse places to look for that. Baroon is normally the one to go with questions, but I can answer a few things for you. If you're interested, I might have some work for you, too. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it. $2,000 credits. I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important things to do. That's all I can ask. You want some... You...
Tochi monas runta, yun bola, wata gratonchi mulira, pitasa cantone tosha. Posoma britushniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, dino morira nibonon, kin un batno koktek. Posoma britushniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, dino morira nibonon, kin un batno koktek. Posoma britushniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, dino morira nibonon, kin un batno koktek. Fasa sushowi, kanaina doka ches, kapatorondi losochi rana bik now ji kachi a ubangta, hoshmanfu ni wado ni kuta masapa, tongi wamaji, yumaliba to ato into tune, doki nikama renzuni inash di John Bla wensomas, tonga about shan uninong, the wanga nochi, roren manama, kochpa ino shan opera. Ciao.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garevik. Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garevik, unlike most everyone else. You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garevik, do you have some other problem? You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zara. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well, then maybe he should be replaced. I don't want to be made captain that way, but if my hunch is right, he's just about the worst person to leave in charge. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. I see. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go over the militia rules, then. Kunda and the Salvager camp are under militia protection, so a friendly scuffle is all right. But if any blasters are drawn, there'll be hell to pay. But if you buy some Jedi trinket and you're not satisfied, you're on your own. I'd stay away from the mercenary camp. We've had difficulties with them. We don't patrol or investigate there anymore. A trip there and you're on your own. Follow the rules and we don't have any problems. Oh, and Pato Ado doesn't cheat as far as we can figure. So don't complain about the Ithorian either. All right. Hello there. I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by... All right.
A visitor. Please. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? I'll take it as a given that the vessel is indeed yours. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel. My point is that the previous owner of that ship was a very influential Jedi, and Jedi are not as admired here as they once were. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi. But I should tell you, I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. You seem darker somehow. Yes, I understand. Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation. My friend. Let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azgul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sub-level, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sub-level. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sub-level is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. Normally, I ask for a percentage of all salvage. In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with? He was investigating the mercenaries for us. We've been increasingly concerned about them. Their behavior has always been antagonistic, but recently they've been behaving differently. Vrook was investigating this when he disappeared. We were counting on any hard intelligence he could provide. Our other assets have been unavailable recently. If you find any information on the mercenaries during your stay on our planet, please report it to Zeron or myself. I believe I've told you everything I can. Please find and rescue Vrook. There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. Had enough of it for a lifetime.
Ah, you have called me. Have I not told you that I don't like interruptions? Now, this is a disruption that is most welcomed. This news bears some thought. You have done well. This time, do not interrupt me again. Preparations need to be made. Another was not expected so soon. Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes, no friendly greetings are here for you. Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am not weak. Do not seek to insult me again. I am done being inconvenienced by you.